The title settings in All-in-One SEO pack require special mention. You get to the title settings by going to All-in-One SEO, General Settings, and then scrolling down to Title Settings. Off the top, you can choose whether you want the plugin to rewrite your titles or not. By default, they're set to enabled, and you can also set them to disabled, but I don't know why you would want to do that because then you're basically not using the plugin at all. So leave this as enabled. You can also choose if you want to capitalize your titles and your category titles. This is a pure styling option, so you can choose whether or not you like capitalization. And then you get to the heart of the matter, the title format. And these are the templates that will be used to generate titles for your posts. So let's take a look at a post so you see what I'm talking about. If we look at this post that we created earlier, and I hover over the title, you'll see it says WordPress versus GPL, who calls the shots. So that's the custom title we created. And then it has a pipe, and then it says the thinking spot, and that's the name of the site. Going back to the title settings, you see here under post title format, it says percentage, post title, end percentage, and then there's a pipe, and then it says percentage, blog title, end percentage. So this is how that template works. You put in these macros like percentage, post title, percentage. Then you put in some regular text like a pipe, and then you can put in other macros, and that's what's going to be displayed. That also means if you want to change this, all you have to do is either put in text or more macros. For example, if I want to add my own name to the default display that comes up, I can do so by adding the macro for my own name. But what is the macro for my own name? Well, if you wonder, or if you want to see what macros are available for each of these options, just click on the title for that form. So I'll click on the title, and here you get a full breakdown of all available macros. In this case, I want to display the nice name for the author. So I'm going to grab post author nice name and copy it. I want it to display directly after the post title. So I'll just put it in here, and then I'll add another pipe. And now what will happen is when I add my custom title, it'll then be appended with pipe and then the name of the author and then another pipe and then the blog title. So if I scroll down to the bottom, click update options, reload my page, and hover over here, you'll see now it says WordPress versus GPL, who calls the shots, pipe, Morton, pipe, the thinking spot. So now we have a different display, and this will change depending on who authored specific content. Now that you see how it works, you also see that you can change this at any time. For example, if I don't want to display the nice name, but I want to display some other element, I can simply drop it down, find what I want to display, like my first name, copy that out, replace what I already had, update my options, reload the page, and now you see my name is displayed with a capitalized M because it's my first name. So just like with almost everything else in WordPress, this is all dynamic content, meaning as you change it, it'll update across the site for the next person who loads it. That also means if you set something up and then later you realize this is not what I wanted, you can just go and change it, and then it'll change throughout your site immediately. This is a very powerful feature that allows you to detail control all the elements that come out of it. Meaning that, for example, if you speak a different language and you don't want it to say nothing found, but you want to say it, let's say in Norwegian, jeg fant ingenting for, then you can just put that in here in place of the English, and it'll display in whatever language you prefer. Now that you know how to configure title settings, go through them, read over what they say, and make sure that they match what you think they should display. If they don't, go in and change them, experiment and see what happens. Just make sure that when you make a change to any of these settings, always go and display the setting right away in a real page so you can actually see what it ends up looking like. Because in many cases, you may have to experiment a few times before you get exactly the display you're looking for.